I do.
Everybody got a sweet clap there.
Yeah.
I guess it was sweet.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. Sam's got really high clap standards.
You can't say I'm not nice with that clap.
It didn't spike on the timeline, so you have to listen for it.
It didn't spark joy.
Didn't spike.
Didn't
like it did. Like it doesn't stand out, like it because it's through the headphones.
Just an average, mediocre.
He'll be able to, as long as there's a little bit of a blip, he'll be able to do it. Right?
Yeah.
No, you'll be able to hear it. I'm just saying you probably won't be able to pick it out by looking.
Oh, I see. Yes, it's more of a. It's not seeing is not always believing in that sense. Damn, Sam, are you playing right now?
I'm playing.
Could we ask for your attention? A little bit of it?
No, I kind of like it.
Second.
No, it's good. It's good. He's probably frying right now.
I'm giving up my time.
He's in the kitchen. Yeah.
I spent a lot of my time being Sam and playing City Skylines. Well, I'm supposed to be talking to people.
Zach is actually doing me a favor here. Sam, we're friends enough that this is just normal for us.
Yeah.
So you're kind of.
What are you doing,
put
Sam?
this down? Playing City Skylines.
Truly?
How is that? How is it?
Right.
Don't stop. How is it? Tell me. Is it
So you're wasting our time to play a game you're not even enjoying?
Yeah, we can't even start the podcast because of a game you think is
Kidding?
No, yeah, you guys can start this podcast.
I think it started. No, we've been started. You know.
All right.
Keep playing. Hey, welcome everyone. What's going on?
Yeah, welcome to the Game Boys podcast. It's us.
Yeah.
We're here. We're doing it.
Mm-hmm. And
my name's Lux.
I'm Griffin, and we've got some famous Call of Duty celebrities with us this evening.
Soap. I'm Soap.
Soap McTavish, and is there even another single character name in that game?
Alex.
Yeah, Captain
Alex.
Price.
Price. We got the two dudes, the two killers. Some, I would say, original Call of Duty comedians on the stream. We have Zach Cregger and Sam Brown from Whitest Kids You Know. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
I was just thinking, Zach, the other night, I felt like we kind of fell into that sketch you guys did, that Call of Duty sketch. That one where
Timmy's talking to his mom on the field of battle.
Yes,
Yeah.
And that to me, you know, I saw that sketch a long time ago. That's like one of the ultimate video game sketches. But I feel we fell into that moment the other night when we were playing with those two dudes, where one of them was on the phone with the other one.
Oh my God, that was frustrating. Yeah. And you were really enjoying it. They were like clearly had never played before, and they're like, "So how do I jump?" And I was immediately annoyed and like, I don't want to hold these guys' hands. And Griffin, being the good-natured, nice person that he is, was like,
hold on.
laughing and like helping them along and like, this is great. Oh, I'm rolling with these guys. And I was like up on the other side of the map, camping in some room, trying to just like. You were
upset. You were upset. It was funny. I could tell.
I wasn't upset. I was just like, I was like, this is wasting my time.
It was such a unique experience. I knew from the first moment it was going to be unlike any other game we'd played. But most of the times, I want to mute the people or whatever. But these guys, there's something so unique about these guys because, one of them didn't have a mic. So one of the guys was on the phone talking to the fourth guy. And they were both shooting at us the whole time. And we were on the same team. And then I got one of them into a car. And he's like, great, now I can shoot at you guys from the car. It was great. It was sweet. But
all right, so why don't you tell people what game this all happened in, Griffin?
Damn, we're talking Warzone again. I think we did a Warzone early on, right? And then this is our.
We did like the single player.
Yeah.
Or what? No, we didn't do a Warzone. We did the Call of Duty or Modern Warfare or whatever.
Yeah, right when Warzone was coming out, we did Modern Warfare, the one with all this fucked up history stuff.
Right. Well, that's the same game technically, but not with this Warzone mode.
Well, here to talk about.
I'm really excited to be back on the podcast to talk about it because my opinion of the game has evolved. Of not only just this new Warzone thing, but also the original game that we've played.
I'm really glad you're going to get a chance to set the record straight and really clarify
Wait.
your views on Call of Duty.
Were you not liking it before? What was your reviews before?
Well, I mean, mainly we talked about the single player, and I wasn't liking it because it feels like an old game. It feels like the same game that we've been playing for,
I completely agree.
15 years.
Yeah,
The single player campaign.
The single player
campaign, or multiplayer.
My view on multiplayer has actually turned around. I'm way into the multiplayer now.
You're back.
I think they do a good job of changing it up and kind of coming up with new gameplays and new maps that are at least fun to check out.
Right. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Now, Sam, we've talked before about how one of the first things you did when you got your first paycheck back in the day was buy an Xbox or a PlayStation, right? And get Call of Duty.
An Xbox.
Xbox, yeah. Now, Zach,
I remember.
And Zach, you got that too, right? You guys all Xboxed up then?
I mean, I was always had a console, so I don't think that
Sam's always been a little bit behind us, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's figuring it out. You gotta give him a little bit of leeway.
What are these video games?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Man. Okay, so you guys play a lot more Warzone than me, because a couple of things I don't like are online video games, first-person shooting games, and games that are just a mode of a different game that says it's a whole game.
I'm totally with you, and that's my normal thing. Is I hate playing online. I don't like playing with other people. I feel rushed. I like to play really slow at my own pace and kind of like get lost in the game.
Yeah, and I get freaked out by fucking shooting games because, like, one is, I think we've talked on the show, my parents had a rule when I was a kid that any video game was okay as long as they didn't kill human-looking people.
It's pretty limiting.
Yeah, it's sort of, except I just got really into like Might and Magic and like Warcraft stuff.
Warcraft is like you're killing people.
Orcs.
Yeah, but you're zoomed out enough that I don't think anyone really cared.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Okay.
It's not quite as one-to-one visceral. So I think I just never like developed the first-person shooter gene. So they just stressed me the fuck out.
So like, where were you when GoldenEye came out?
Losing bad and being like, let's play Mario Kart or Smash.
Okay. Well, you're still Smash is still violence.
Yeah, but those aren't people, Griffin. Those are cartoon men.
Yeah.
Like, that's Fox.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about Call of Duty and its place in our culture. I mean, it's Memorial Day right now. I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot like about gamer culture, and it's like, in some ways, like Call of Duty is like sort of like an ideal, like the ideal America where the soldiers are rock and are awesome, and like CIA, like they can do like crazy maneuvers and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason I think it feels old, is that like that's like definitely a version of America as like a public like imaginary thing from like 2000, right after 9/11 to like 2008 or 9ish. Like that was a huge thing. It was like, America, we got the soldiers and the spies, and we're gonna get Bin Laden, and we're all fucking sweet. And then eventually people were like, oh, gross, no, it's weird and bad. I feel the Call of Duty games are still like on that shit in a big way.
I mean, I think
And on a side note, and this is not to get ahead of us here, but like one of the great things about Warzone is that when you kill someone, you hear their mic for like 3 seconds, and like a lot of time it's just someone going like, oh damn, oh shit. And today I heard like a 10-year-old kid being like, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck.
I mean, that's the good shit.
That's America.
I live for those moments.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
It's called.
I'm happy when that happens to other people and not to
the phrase is death comms, and I think it's a thing that every game should have, because you don't want to be able to trash talk the entire game, because that leads to toxic harassment, bullying situations. But just to hear a little bit at the end when you get somebody, I think it's perfect.
It's not. This is more or less about bullying and more about being a weird death pervert.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to like hear their final breath, or them throwing the controller or whatever.
And it's great. It's great because like if it was a constant like dialogue, it would be that trash talking, and people would be thinking about what they're saying to the other person. But since it isn't a constant comm, when you get killed, you just react. You're not thinking about like what that person's gonna hear. And so sometimes it's the funniest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, do you know that you do the exact same thing every time you're killed?
Wait.
Probably, yeah.
Every time.
Let's break it down. Let's break it down.
It's this. If Sam gets killed, he goes, "Fuck." just one word every single time. Great.
That makes sense.
Stiff F.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I feel like me out of our group definitely gets like the maddest. But Sam has like a consistent. I think Zach keeps his cool the most out of all of us.
No, because I have the habit now of like rewatching certain games because I'll record like this is the nerdiest thing I do is like if I win or like have a crazy game, I'll record it and then watch it later. And when I go down, I always like mostly I do the same thing too. And mine is, oh, I can't believe it. I say that, like, every time. Oh, I can't believe he got it. You can't really.
Yeah, my shit with those games, with any game where I die, I use the phrase "oh beans" and "oh biscuits" a lot, which is very weird. Which is very weird because I swear all the fucking time. Like it's not. There's never been a point in my life where I was like censoring myself to avoid saying bad words. Like that's never been a part of my life. But for some reason, if I lose it, like whatever, a video game or like I'm playing Madden and I throw an interception, I'm like, oh, beans.
This has something to do with your parents not wanting you to like have video games be this unwholesome thing for you. Like when you're in the video game realm, you're like,
I'm just like a sweet boy, and then in regular life, I'm just like swearing and chain smoking cigs and yelling at people about communism. And it's like, but when I'm playing a video game, I'm just a nice little, nice pre-bar mitzvah boy.
Yeah. I think I think I need to get better because I got really angry today because we got close to winning.
Oh, what happened? Well, tell me about your anger.
Oh, well, yeah, but you were right to be angry today.
Thank you.
Was a bad one.
And you weren't angry at a person. You were angry at like
that's true.
The system.
I was angry at the system. Yeah.
Wait, so
the situation.
My screen just like the game just crashed my PS4 basically. And and like we probably would have won if I had it.
We were in the final deal.
Final
I think there were like 12 people left or something like that, and we were near the edge of the gas.
Yeah,
he froze.
It was
weird. You were like standing there, and then every now and again you'd like take a step forward, so it looked like you could play.
Yeah, it sucked. But
and we were jiving. Like it was one of those.
We were
games
jiving.
where...
I want to talk about jiving for a second here because I think that's what makes me want to invest so much time in this game. Is what's been fun about playing it so much. Because let's be honest, I think Sam said it best. We're all chemically addicted to this game. We've been playing it a lot.
A lot.
But we're getting better together, and I think there's something about a team jive or like a team chemistry that like has to like evolve over lots of play sessions, and I think that's personally my favorite part about the game.
Yeah. I know we've gotten like if you watched us play together like a month ago versus watching us play now, we'd probably play very, very different. Now every time we jump through a window, we just say glass.
Yeah. Even though I hate doing that.
We know like we used to like do remember we used to do like recons, a ton of recons, and we would try and do those all the way in. Now we don't even fuck with recons. We start on a scav, short for scavenger, because we're so fucking
we don't have time.
Game,
right. We don't have time.
You can't say endure. We don't we say
absolute operators, SEAL Team 6, no time for syllables. I get it.
Exactly.
Dude, SEAL Team 6 fucked up. They crashed like 2 helicopters.
Yeah, but they got Bin Laden, and that's what matters.
That's true. They got the W.
They let us have one of my favorite moments in television history, which was John Cena coming out in the middle of Raw and going, "It is my honor, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you that Osama bin Laden has been compromised to a permanent end." And the wrestling crowd goes wild, and it's like an unscripted segment in like the middle of Raw, and then like it's like commercial, and they're back, and it's like R-Truth versus like The Miz for the U.S. title. Like
That's
5 minutes later.
So funny. When Osama bin Laden died, I was in New York, and like I heard all this commotion, and all these people were like, "Go to Times Square," and there's like a shit ton of people in Times Square, and like Rob Lowe was like on a fire truck, like high-fiving people. It was weird.
Our country's been like really fucked up for a really long time, I think.
One dude came out in full Captain America with the shield and had a boombox playing the Jay-Z song New York. It was a twisted, wild world.
God.
Yeah,
Really
that shit's
a
wild.
Joker's
But
paradise.
yeah, the teammate stuff is like a big part, and that's why I liked Overwatch. Because Overwatch wasn't necessarily about getting the most kills, but about being a team player. And that's what I like most about it. Yeah, let's get into, I guess. Some people play the game, but then we get so into it that now we start to watch videos. And Sam has been deep diving on stuff.
I just started. But I've been picking up some stuff that I think you guys don't even know.
These like MLG Pro Gamer tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Like what?
That if you're in the bottom floor of a tall building, and you know there are guys up in the top, and you call an airstrike in on the floor, it doesn't alert them because it's too far away.
No way.
Damn, that's a really good one.
I was gonna say, of course I know you could throw an airstrike on your own building to get guys on the roof. Dodge, Sam. Okay, good.
And
That is pretty pro.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I saw one
But it
today.
has to be a real tall building, right? That's not going to work unless you're like downtown in a skyscraper.
I don't think it would have worked in the farmhouse that we were in today when you did kind of the same thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But worth a try. I also found out that I was watching a video today. This one I found interesting. They say to use your controllers corded because there's a delay.
Holy
on Bluetooth.
Shit.
Whoa.
Guys, we got to cord up.
I don't have a cord that long. I can't do
We got to go back in time.
Amazon, dude.
Hold on. Questions.
Sometimes the old ways are best, dude.
Is the charging cable, is that also the wire?
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to go in the settings and turn off
Bluetooth.
Turn the controller off of Bluetooth.
Oh,
interesting.
dude, I'm going to start doing that.
Now,
That's how you
have you
become a
guys
pro
heard of
gamer.
Peeker's Advantage? Do you know about that?
What's that?
No.
So Peeker's Advantage is if you're around a corner from another player, if you move first around that corner to hit them, because of the server, you actually get like a bonus frame or two where you see them before they see you.
That makes sense.
Because you're moving first. And I don't quite understand it, but it's called Peeker's Advantage.
It's because servers are responding to each other. So like
Exactly.
you have chosen to like move forward in the world first. So like the server, you're technically like frames ahead. Wow, interesting.
Huh.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, there's so much to freaking
Griffin,
learn.
do you have any fun tips?
Fun tips.
Griffin, what do you bring to the table?
That's sort of what I'm getting after here.
What I bring to the table is the streamers. I watch a lot of the streamers, so I know how to yell at my teammates.
Who do you watch?
I watch Nick Merckx.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes.
And I
find him a little obnoxious.
But I thought that was what he came off to me at first, was just like this obnoxious bro. But he's one of those bros that has a heart of gold, and he grew on me. Okay. I like him a lot. A lot of the other guys, they're good at the game, but they just don't have the personality. So it's like, if you're gonna, at least I appreciate that he has a personality at least.
I do too. Actually, Nick Merckx, and he's also like very camera. He's like very photogenic. You know, he's like this big, buff, good-looking guy, and it's like, I don't know. I get why he gets like so many
like
views,
40,000 people a day like watch him.
I've seen him have 60,000 viewers. I think he's regularly the most watched person on Twitch. But he plays with
Dare to Dream
swag. Yeah, Dare to Dream.
I'm gonna work out.
Yeah, he plays with some knuckleheads.
Yeah. But I've watched other guys, and it's just like, these dudes are just dudes in the room. And most of them, have you noticed this? Most of them are in like a white room with a white bed. Like they're all in some factory farm, like some CIA op where they're all like being bred.
So these are your favorites to watch, that like just the stream of them playing a game.
I think there's two things. There's one, I learn movements and just like ways to move across the map together as a team from the streamers. And on two, I learn humility, because even the best guys like Merckx, they die early in a round sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Like something happens and it makes me feel so much less bad about my performance, because like this shit happens to the pros. Like this guy makes millions of dollars a year playing this game, and like the same shit is happening to him.
Yeah. And sometimes it'll happen to them like honestly like 4 or 5 games in a row.
Exactly.
So they'll be like ranked 35th, like 4 games in a row. They are also always dropping at the hottest drops. They don't ever not drop at Superstore.
It'd be boring to play conservative for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually another tip that I saw on one of these videos, was to have a spot that you consistently drop into, and then that way you know everything about the area. You know, like where to hide, and you know, more importantly than that, how people behave when they get to that area.
That's interesting. That's a good one. I mean, I feel like I used to always drop at the Dick, right? That was where I would drop like every single time, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's that
huge
like
dick.
Weird loop up by the dam. It's like the street that is the shape of the Dick. It goes like up and back near the dam. I used to always drop there because it was never that crowded. But now I actually tend to go downtown a lot more. I like the crowded. I like to drop in and try and get a couple kills right out the gate.
All right, well, I have some questions about this game because you guys play it so much, and I played it 6 to 8 times probably. So why is this game more fun than like Fortnite or PUBG?
Excellent
or all
question.
the other games that are the same as this game?
Excellent question. Number one for me is just the amount of activities that you can do on the map. Like in Fortnite, you can just really pick up guns, and I hate building. But in this one, you can like go do a mission. You can do a recon, a scavenger. There's all this like the gulag is really fun. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I, like you, hate building. So I would always like get to the end of Fortnite, and then it's just people in towers like building and shooting, and I just didn't want to do that.
We have someone in the Twitch chat furious that we're talking shit on Fortnite.
Is it Bennington?
It's Bennington.
Yeah, do they have Fortnite in their name? I think it's the little things in this game that really make it a great game. It is the death comm. It is like, the gulag, the missions, the customization of guns, like that, just your like the loadout and how the loadout affects your game makes it a new experience that evolves as you're
so for people who don't know, like on most battle royales, you run around the houses picking up guns, but in this game, if you get enough money, you can either buy, or they drop sometimes on the map, these things called loadouts, where you can pull up a set of weapons that you've been like leveling up and building and working on and designing and like adding skins and tags and little things, like, so you get to make the guns your own, so you kind of have like an emotional attachment to them. So every game you're like, I'm gonna get a bunch of money, and I'm gonna get my loadout so I can like get my favorite guns.
And it's a thin line there that they kind of perfected, where it's enough so that it's like you yourself play better, but it's not like so much that like the people that have been playing it forever just have a loadout that lets them win every firefight.
Right, so it's not like a mega bonus in terms of like practical stats or whatever, but in terms of like your comfort with it, it's like that's where the juice is.
Yeah, you're just getting the guns you like and the setup you like.
They are better though. I would always prefer to have my loaded up perked gun or whatever than.
But it's not better than like a legendary weapon you can find in the game. Like the perks on that are like equivalent to the perks you have on your.
It's just about taste. It's just whether or not it aligns with your personal preference.
Ten Trick in the chat makes a good point that the only thing that seems unfair are the extra big clips that you can unlock. It seems unfair to new players, but I guess it's pretty balanced.
It is a great counterpoint.
Great counterpoint. But we got a lot of points here.
But to my point is you can find guns that aren't even legendary guns. You can find purple guns in the game that have 100-round clips.
It's true. The Necromancer.
True.
So,
true.
I mean, they're out there.
Or Necrosis. The Necrosis.
Yeah.
Still a cool name.
The gun thing is a big one. I love that gulag. I think it's such a fun feature. Lux, you've been in the gulag. You know
Gulag. I think I'd like if I had any self-esteem in these games. Like if I didn't feel like such a total like slug man playing these games.
It's funny 'cause I've actually heard Nick Merckx talk about the gulag, and he says he's like, gulag is a mindset. Like you win the gulag not by being like better, you just got to just feel invincible, just like rush forward. So it's funny that you say like,
that's probably exactly why I'll never win.
Yeah.
Because I'm never gonna feel good about my chances in there.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's a really cool. It is a super cool mechanic. Like for sure, that element of the game is pretty cool. It's just like, is there something to like running around and shoot, like the actual act of like running around and shooting, that's more fun in this game than in other games?
Yes,
It's much more realistic. You know, it feels correct. Like the physics are great. The guns handle perfectly. What were you gonna say, Sam?
This is a funny thing, is like, as the realism thing, I watch movies differently, where I'm watching an action movie and I'm looking at the gun and the scope. I was watching like
we're Second Amendment freaks now.
What was that Chris Hemsworth Netflix movie?
Yeah, the
Extraction.
Extraction,
yeah, and he's got the canted scope, or the one with the hybrid where
Chris, that's gonna give you glare. They're gonna spot you from a mile away.
It's got the 3.5 on the bottom and then the holographic on the top.
Yeah. I don't know. Chris seems like an Apex Legends player to me. But like, I feel like for me, in this game, there's this like really satisfying tactile sense when you hit someone. Like there's this vibration and this feeling, the sound of it. We like, they call it frying in this game because when you crack someone's shield, there's this crack, almost like you cracked an egg. And so it's like, it's really satisfying to like really just get someone and nail off all their armor. It's more than a visual. There's like a tactile physical sensation to it.
I think the most satisfying thing to me actually is when you're with a team and you encounter another team and you guys and everyone just delivers. When it's that like, all right, just down the guy, all right, down the second guy, where's the third guy? Like calling stuff out. And when you get that moment where everyone, like, you encounter a team and you wipe them out, and like everyone kind of works as a team, and that's so much fun.
Yeah,
that seems kind of like downright thrilling.
You know how like
it is, dude.
Yeah, you know how like groups of dudes, when they walk by another group of dudes, they like want to fight. Like this is that fantasy.
Is that a phenomenon?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
There's a primal instinctual need to be like, fuck those guys, and so you know this kind of actualizes that and allows you to dunk on someone else's squad. It's great. Yeah, the communication thing is crazy. I've never had to talk to the players that I'm with more. I don't think.
Yeah, we were playing last night, and we were playing in a party, and something happened, and we weren't able to communicate with each other directly because we were in like a more general part. We were in my brother's party. His friends were playing Grand Theft Auto, but Griffin and I couldn't interact with each other, and it was maddening. Even though we could like indirectly interact with each other, it was
indirectly in the sense of like. There's like an emote kind of shit, or like
no, I would
like they're reading each other's movements.
I would tell my brother, "Hey, tell Griffin,"
and then he would communicate what was said.
Oh, so the
why
worst
didn't you just
possible
leave
version.
the party? I don't understand.
Because
we were in the heat of the game. We eventually did.
It was really annoying. It was crazy. But yeah, we should have left earlier. That was our fault.
So have you guys ever won?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've won as a team. Yeah.
What's that like?
Incredible.
It's fucking awesome, dude. It feels great because it's really hard to do.
It's
so
hard
when you
to
win,
do.
it's like every time I've won, which is 14, by the way, or 15, I think now.
Damn,
I'm like
more times
I'm like
expected.
standing.
Where
up
am I
in
for
the
all these
room,
wins?
Like it's fucking amazing.
You gotta invite me for some of these wins, some of these winning parties.
I think there might be a correlation there you don't want to think about, Griff.
Griffin is definitely way better than me. Like I feel like when I play with Griffin, he's always like, downed him, another one, downed him, another one over here, on me, downed him. Like that's what I hear when
Stop!
I
I'm on camera. I'm blushing. I'm on camera.
I feel comfortable giving Griffin shit about first-person shooter games because he's so much better than me at them. It's sort of like not a.
Yeah, Lux loaded into my PS4 and was like, could not handle the sensitivity at all.
Oh my god!
Wait, what is your sensitivity set at?
Bad.
I set it. Well, this is bad, but I was playing with it at like 14.
Is that even possible?
It is.
Mine is.
It's not
7 maybe or 6 or 7.
Yeah, I've doubled.
14 is crazy.
I doubled that. Yeah.
Holy shit! How can you even do that? How does it? Do you have those?
You can't. It sucks. It isn't fun, and you die.
You have to be a little psycho freak.
Have you seen those extenders, the physical extenders you can put on the
Oh,
joysticks?
hell yeah. I have not. Let me look these up. What are they called?
So you adhere them to your joysticks so that your joysticks are effectively double their length.
Double
and
joystick.
That way you have more sensitivity.
Holy shit.
If you think
But
about
you
like
can make smaller
the
movements
action of
that-
a lever, you make smaller movements and you can. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, science.
But
is
honestly, it's like the mouse is the best way to play this game, right? Keyboard and mouse players have like a total advantage over us.
neat. So is it cross-platform that way?
Yeah,
That's
They can.
that's another huge thing.
like
and-
they can jump sideways. Like we can't like spring sideways out of a doorway and like gun somebody down.
Maybe the chat can answer this, but is Fortnite crossplay?
Fortnite, I think, is cross-platform.
It is?
I think so,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. It's one of the few games, I guess. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that I can play with like Joe Fahey, who's on Xbox and stuff like that. Like, it is freeing and liberating, and it's just like so dumb that they ever made it this way that you couldn't play with your friends online. That's great, but then it's a double-edged sword because yeah, the PC players, they do have the mouse and keyboard. Another reason I
And
love
there's
Nick
hackers,
Merckx.
too.
Oh, there's hackers, yes. In fact, I think Sam is exclusively killed by hackers.
I got killed by a hacker yesterday for sure, and it was so fucking annoying because I was in like top final 5 players. I was in solos.
Mm-hmm.
I suddenly died out of nowhere. When I watched the kill cam, this guy was looking at a hill. So I was like way on the other side, and he shot me through the hill with a sniper rifle without
Yeah.
ADSing or anything. It
No
was just like,
scoping
okay.
you. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reported it, but like,
Hell yeah.
who knows?
And hacking is pretty fucking cool.
Zach is like the
Oh.
Karen of Call of Duty. He's reporting everyone.
Can I talk to the manager? Because I'm pretty sure I was killed by a hacker.
There's a good question
I said
from.
hacking is
Sorry.
pretty cool, and Hunter said that he's a hacker PC player, which I think proves my point.
There's a good question
The
from
hacking
Hunter. How do you guys feel about the different squad sizes? Which one do you think is the best one?
I like them all.
I think
I'm
it's
excited for duos. They need to make duos.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think it's fun that they keep it fresh like that. I love playing with 4 people. I think that's so much fun, but also partly because it's like the more the merrier, you know.
Yeah.
Like you're hanging out with more people.
Mhm.
It's a fun experience. But I think like the ultimate version of the game is trios.
Whoa. Okay.
really,
I think like the game we were playing today, I think it's like the perfect squad size. Quads, as much as I like it and I like operating with 4 people, it gets frustrating when there's always that like one last dude that you forget about, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think that's something for sure. I think all the modes. I think the core formula is so good that like each mode just is like refreshing and provides like a different balance. But for me, if I'm doing a 4, I prefer it to be all my friends, and then but like. So with a trio though, I can kind of hop in and do it a little more random, but I don't really like dropping into 4s with just all people that are on mic and stuff. Except that one time, Sam, where we did win a 4 game with 2 people who weren't on mic. That was awesome.
That was great. Yeah.
That was cool.
Were they good?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. We got lucky.
Very-
wait. Griffin described this game to me and said that Sam, that you just like went ham and just murdered everybody.
It's
Pretty-
yeah.
It was good. We caught a groove. I mean,
It's like one of those what's it's like the trope where someone all of a sudden, like, I guess you went Hulk mode, I guess. You went sicko mode. I don't know.
sometimes
do
I go
you
Hulk
guys-
mode.
Do you guys record your games and watch them after, or am I the only one that does that?
You do it the most. I only did that one time I asked you.
I do not.
It's a lot of space. They're like, they download to be like a lot of gigs.
How to get
Yeah,
that
but then you
external
just
hard drive,
upload
baby?
it to your.
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
upload it to YouTube and
Oh,
then
yeah,
delete
yeah.
it.
Right. Duh.
Or that.
So do you
Another
have
good
do you have a
option.
bunch of sick just private clips right of you playing?
On YouTube, on my YouTube, yeah, but they're all like unlisted. Like no one,
Dude,
no one else.
Send me in the Zoom chat one of the unlisted ones. I'll put it on stream. Do you have any of us?
Yeah, I think I have a win that we did.
Wait.
Let me check right now. Hold on.
Guys, you're about to see a win.
Shit.
You're about to see some team chemistry.
So can we punt on the rest of the podcast? Can you guys just break down your win video?
Yeah.
It's really fun to do, actually.
That's one thing I was thinking
that
about.
would be fun, and I'm running out of questions. I still feel like I don't understand this game, and I'm dumb.
I have
So
one that
watching you guys
Sam,
do a
Griffin,
good job.
Dan win. So one that we won together, Griffin, but I think it might be my brother Sam, not Sam Brown.
That's fine.
Hold on,
We can pretend like it's Sam.
Zach, so you have like a highlight reel? You have like your favorite clips?
No, I just have like, if I win a game, I just like save it and throw it up so I can. It's so nerdy. I'm aware of it.
No, that's cool.
Oh yeah, it's my brother.
No.
He's collecting footage for his reel for fucking.
What I'm thinking is like
Major
I
League
want to
Gaming.
cut you a reel. Yeah.
Oh no, I have one here. I have one of Sam Brown, Griffin.
Oh my God, here we go. Put in the Zoom chat.
Yeah.
We're pulling this shit up right now, guys.
No, Zach, I want to make a reel for you, like a sizzle reel of your Call of Duty.
I
play.
want to submit it to your
like-
manager and agent, Zach, and tell them what you've been doing.
Okay.
It'll have like some Rage Against the
what
Machine in the
happened?
background.
I'm gonna have to leave them on the iPad and join it on my desktop. So keep your eyes on the thing. I'm gonna come back here.
That's fine. Wow, this is like watching the Chicago Bulls watch tape of the '90s of the six finals. A treat for the stream. It is. One thing I was thinking about doing was, he left the call and now it's fucked all your windows up. I'm gonna hide you guys for a second.
Okay. I'm happy to be hidden.
Are
we on the Pack Twitch right now?
Oh yeah.
Right.
We should be. If we're not, heads are gonna roll.
I'm just gonna asking because I'm gonna check it out. I'll check it out on my phone. That's it.
Well, it looked great. It looked great like 2 minutes ago before Zach left, and now he's torn it asunder. And maybe I'll give a Haley an edit point for this podcast, or maybe we'll just leave this all in. Who knows? Sam,
This can be fun. We'll just see how it goes.
Sam, tell me about City Skylines. No, I'm not mad. I'm just saying, tell me about City Skylines.
So it's, as far as I can tell, it's just like SimCity.
Yeah.
It's the only game in the past 3 months that I've played, aside from Warzone. It was free. I've started to make 3 cities now, and in the first 2, I just didn't do it right and wasted too much money and was just collecting debt and couldn't buy anything and couldn't dig myself out of that hole. So 3rd time's the charm. Let's see what happens. It's exactly
Do you really want to watch some of this?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Dude, absolutely.
I'm very.
All right, tell me.
No, not like that. Not like this. Not like this.
Not like this.
Is there another way? What's the other way?
Give me the YouTube link and I'll put it on stream.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well,
Griffin's
Sorry. This will just.
Griffin's got tech for this.
It'll fuck my thing up. Sorry.
oh, good. Well, then why did I jump off to the other?
I'm not sure why you did that.
Oh. All right, whatever.
I mean, I guess I could make a new screen and try to put it on from there.
I think playing it off YouTube is gonna be easier for
me.
literally for like every data input point.
Yeah.
In the whole process. I'll tell you one thing. I've been playing. I finally got a wineskin of Heroes 5 to work on my computer again, and it is a fucking joy. That game is so good. It's unbelievable how much fun it is to just build a kingdom, turn-based style, with like a dragon. It's like, it's the best.
What game is this?
Heroes of Might and Magic 5.
Emailed it to me. Okay, I'll pull it.
They're up to 7, but I cannot run 6 or 7 on my Macintosh laptop. Although when I get the new computer in about 3 weeks, I will absolutely
Hey,
be running it there.
there we go.
Hunter says get Mountain Blade.
Mountain Blade.
Ooh. Let's Google it. Hunter, we're gonna decide right now.
Oh yeah.
Here, just get away from me so we can
Mount
have
and
different
Blade
angles
2
on it, rather
banner.
than one.
Okay, so I'm playing the video. It's halfway. It's like a quarter way through right now. Is that where you wanted to start it?
No, you start wherever you want.
Okay.
It's just,
Damn.
I'm gonna buy UAV and crack it.
Hey, Hey Hunter, what platform are you telling me I should get it on?
All right, no one's here.
Because if you're saying Windows, I gotta wait 3 weeks or 4 even.
What's that?
Because my Mac I have now is not up to fucking
Sam, you
snuff
wanna
to
buy a
the
UAV?
boot camp partition. But the new one that I just ordered that's coming
this
in
is
the
where.
mail
Okay,
is
we should head down there.
partly
And get these.
designed for that purpose.
All right, I'm gonna skip to the middle. We'll see if we get some kills here in the middle.
Just break it down for me. What are we looking at here?
So we're looking at Zach's point of view.
I'm not seeing anything. Am I supposed to be seeing something?
Yeah.
If you look at the Twitch stream,
Yeah, look at the Twitch.
Oh.
And so yeah, we got Zach here. He's kind of leading us through. Right now the gas is about to come, so we got to get out of there.
So what's your thought process right now? Are you guys like searching for guns? Are you checking all your corners?
Right now, we're actually in a police station. So this is one of those cool little details about the game that I find really appealing to me is that like there's specific buildings in the game. Like there's police stations, fire stations, and you can tell what buildings they are by the architecture. There's gun stores, and you know that like there's ammo in police stations and gun stores and a couple other places too.
Hey, send me a link for the Twitch. Dude.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I got it.
It's in the Zoom.
Man, don't you worry.
I'll put it in the Zoom chat.
There's banks. Banks tend to have a lot of stuff in them, and they have a lot of money in them.
And that's a statement on politics.
There's car dealerships. Car dealerships also have money in them.
Yeah, I can
and
make
Griffin always calls car dealerships banks. Something.
Hey, make the game bigger.
I'm making it bigger.
Because it is also hard for me to see. And also, why do you call used car dealerships banks?
Well, I'm still the one thing I'm bad at communicating. The thing I think I could look in the mirror and say, Griffin, this is something you should work on. Is knowing what buildings are.
In real life, you don't know what buildings are.
Is that because you never had one of those like Richard Scarry like play mats that has all the buildings labeled with like animals driving cars?
It's because I refused to play The Sims or any of those. The only things I know, I only did Zoo Tycoon, so I only know how to build a zoo. I know zoo stuff.
Oh, you should get City Skylines.
Yeah, that'll teach you about all kinds of buildings.
Why do I feel like it's free? Why do I feel like that game
is free?
That's why. Yeah.
Because we were just talking about 40 minutes ago about how it's free this month.
I had an inkling, and maybe it's because you said something. Yeah, incredible. Zach, are you able to see the stream? Are you able to see?
Yeah, but it's delayed by like solid 30 seconds.
Yeah, just turn the audio off and get the visual for it. I mean, if you want, we could do a watch together.
Turn the audio off, get the visual. I don't know, man. It's muted, but it's still like 20 seconds ago, I guess.
Yeah. It may not be like perfect.
We're dealing with some latency stuff.
Yeah.
But so, like, okay, so you're going through this room right now. You're looking for stuff. I guess it'll be easier for like Zach and Sam to answer because they're like looking at the same time as me. But like, while you're going through this, like, how at risk are you while you're like in a building, etc.? Like, how well are you able to know when you're safe?
I get a sense of how at risk you are most of the time. You're never really safe. Someone could surprise you at all times. But like in that time where we were just like looting that gas station, I knew that we just like wiped a team that was close to us, and that there was someone behind us who's shooting at us right now. And so we were like,
I do think there's strategy.
So you can kind of gauge about when you're going to get shot at and like where the people are, but
all right.
Yeah, and something we're doing right now is we're playing close to the gas, and there's this strategy called pinwheeling, where you basically work around with the gas. Like as the gas comes in, you kind of run around the rim of the gas, like. I think I've heard different opinions about how far in from the gas.
I've heard 15 to 20 seconds.
15 to 20 seconds is good because that's enough time for you to get into a firefight and not get eaten up by the gas.
Sure.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. Zach, I have put a link in the Zoom, and now we can watch it all in real time on this link if you want to watch it there instead.
Okay, so
that's probably better. It's the last one.
Should I bail on this Twitch here altogether?
Yeah, you can bail on it if you want. Because now
Yeah.
all you got to do is
Now I
click
got
that link.
Too much bandwidth.
And now we're back. Here we go. Now we're watching in real time.
But what I was saying is like what we were doing there.
I don't have the link in the Twitch.
In the Zoom chat?
In the chat, if you hit chat.
Yeah, okay, I do. Sorry, I was wrong.
But so if you're playing like along, like if you're pinwheeling, the advantage of that is you're using the gas as like an area people won't be coming from.
Okay.
You're basically removing one variable.
Right, like you're blocking a side off with toxic poison gas.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And you're also probably scraping, what I think of as like kind of scraping people out of the gas. So like as you're running along the edge of the gas, people are fleeing the gas. And they're not going to be checking their flank necessarily. They're like they're white lining it. They're running towards the center of the circle. So you get like vulnerable, distracted people. So you're just kind of like praying and picking them off as you kind of pinwheel around.
It's funny. I was just listening to the audio from the thing, and you were just talking about we could kind of pinwheel and scrape people from out of the gas.
That's
You're a freaking broken record, dude.
I guess so.
Okay, so here's my follow-up question to all that is like, do you guys think you'd be as metagamey about this game as you're being if there wasn't a global pandemic?
Ooh.
No. I don't think so.
Yeah. I think this game like was the perfect storm of like good enough and also kind of like the fact that it is like a online social game when this whole global pandemic hit. It came out like the week of the quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does seem notable because even I've been playing online games a little bit in this time.
I would say that this game is so good that I would still be at a 9 in terms of investment as opposed to an 11. But the quarantine pushed me to 11. But like I feel like there was a moment. There was like a moment where like me and Sam were really into Overwatch in a similar way. But if we didn't have a pandemic and we were waiting for one.
Yeah, I feel like this even transcends the Overwatch period.
Mm-hmm. It definitely does.
I think even when you talked about Overwatch, because I talked to both of you about Overwatch during that time, like, y'all weren't using, like, fucking gamer strategist operator code.
No, we weren't. Now we talk...
The same way.
That was one thing I was going to ask you guys that I was been thinking a lot about. And here, we're getting close to the end of this game, so it's getting tight. I'm trying to see what just happened. Looks like someone's down on the team.
You're dead.
I'm dead.
I remember this game.
Oh, Griffin, no.
Oh man.
But I buy you in right now.
Okay, cool. I think that's another fun aspect of the game is just like being able to like bring your teammates back if you get enough money and stuff. There's so much different strategies to that. There's always kind of a chance because sometimes it's annoying to just get shot out of nowhere and die immediately and feel like you lost the round.
I remember this game because the circle closed just in the wilderness. There were no buildings.
Right.
It was so...
Oh, damn. Is this the game where you won by yourself?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. It's about to be a big Zach's the best time.
Yeah, this is a Zach highlight.
I think this was Griffin's first win.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. And it's funny, you got to turn up the volume so you can hear us when we finally get the win. Because, like, you hear the joy in all of our voices. We're like, yeah!
Yeah, let me...
Great. Really funny.
I'm gonna put a little audio on the stream right now and see how tense our voices are.
16 guys left.
Alright, I can hear you guys now.
Should I go for it?
Yeah, go for it.
It's pretty tense with the audio on.
Oh, fuck.
This is intense ending.
Oh, my God.
Griffin's...
Just get it and then go lay down in the woods.
Griffin's having an emergency.
Okay. Right here. Up to the southwest.
We can probably skip this
Okay,
part
here
and
you go.
edit, Haley.
Sam, don't come right on me. Go, give me wide space.
Sam's always trying to just...
I'm always trying to come up.
Guys, should we do a weekly breakdown of our games? Where we
No,
where
just lay it. Just army crawl, dude. Let your ghost do the work for you. We're in a good spot.
This is intense.
We're inside the zone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And this is like
where we want
tense
to be
to
right now.
rewatch.
Alright.
For me, the first time.
Just like find some shrubs and just like lay down.
This is definitely like coward strategy, but whatever.
No, this is what you have to do in the final zone. Really, is I mean, unless you're just
all we got to do is not get killed by the gas and let everyone
some
send
moron
themselves
goes
out,
running through the middle
and then
of
we
the
just pick
circle,
off the survivors.
And like, of course it gets blown.
Is it too loud, Hunter?
Cool.
Don't even shoot unless you know you can kill. Don't even shoot.
Yeah.
I'm very bossy.
All right, army crawl as much as you can.
Here.
Hit him if you know you can kill him.
He's down. Someone got him. Looks like we got snipers up on the hill above us.
Sam, you got a guy right on you. If you can hit him, hit him.
Someone.
Stewie's out, and Stewie's out.
I'm down.
Yeah.
The chat thinks that Zach could be in the real army.
They think that Zach what?
You could be in the real army,
I see
apparently.
him.
It's a compliment, I think.
Yeah, but he's too far
He
away.
shot 2 rockets at me though, so he should be.
Oh, you got rocketed. Damn. So yeah, because like there's just people like hiding in every bush right here. So if you run right in the middle, you're dead.
Which look at that guy. See him
Wow,
running?
he's done.
Yeah, why is he doing that?
Yeah. I just let him go. He's running. He's stupid. Someone else is gonna shoot that guy.
Broken record.
Sniper, did you see that?
Got him.
Oh, I got hit from behind.
That was the kill. That was the kill comp.
The death com.
That's the death comm that we've been talking about.
Yeah, him tells that time I'm getting hit from behind.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, this is the hill.
Are you down?
Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, Griffin, that you just died. I think.
I just died.
How did you die? Do you remember?
Maybe I explained.
Fuck. Lay down, dude.
So this is also funny. It's like you can hear like us watch on the map and try and like, not like. We don't want to annoy Zach, but we also want to tell him any information.
See him on the
he's
ridge.
Not thinking of, you know.
Yeah. I can see how that would both be helpful and fucking awful.
Also, so it's crazy that Zach won this game because the
I wish I still
position
had my
that Zach is
fucking
in is
strikes.
insane.
I could
He
nuke guys.
is downhill from all the people and just in a bush, just pretty much out in the open. But he's relying on the fact that the other teams are going to be distracted. Well, then he shoots people because he's just going for it, I guess, right there.
Sniper.
I don't know. I should not have shot.
I wouldn't have shot there, and he's lucky that the guy to his right didn't see him there. So a little bit of luck, but he clears him out. Oh man.
Oh, someone else is shooting. Like that person should have seen me and killed me right there.
Yeah.
That was
I don't know if they're
so
still reviving.
lucky.
Yeah.
Where?
But
I was trying to shoot her on the ground because I thought she was alone and self-revived.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
I didn't want to like run and have her come behind me.
There's 2 of them.
Also, though, like when you're in the final circle, your heart is racing.
Yes,
Like you're not
that's
thinking
what
as
I like to
clearly.
see.
All right. 2 teams left.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Damn, it is pretty funny to hear y'all losing your whole fucking beans about that. Like that's
so fun though. Oh my god, I love it.
I wish it kept recording because I definitely freaked out way more because I think I stood up and like ran around the living room.
I mean, you're just yelling yes.
Oh god.
It's one of those things where it's like, what did I do this week? Well, I won a couple games of Warzone.
Wait,
All
Griffin,
right.
I can send you a link for another game you and I won together.
I would love to see the end of that because I probably have more kills.
Yeah, we can just go to the end of it. Let me see.
Guys, one thing I've been thinking about doing is just like watching more of the tournaments because like the hosts for all these esports tournaments they're just awful. They're just bad. They're bad. They're not funny.
Shots fired.
So hire me.
Yeah.
Um,
I bet you could like just start bugging people. Get an audition at least.
10 Trick says I couldn't do play-by-play. Okay, thanks.
I bet you could. I think he's overestimating this. Okay, there's something I was thinking about recently, actually. It's not particularly related, but it's related to this particular discussion. I was watching fucking StarCraft like I do, and I got like mad at the commentator the way I get mad at sports commentators when they're wrong. And it happened a bunch of times, and I don't know that much. Like, I've only been watching StarCraft in a serious way for a couple months. Like, I think you can probably figure it out and do play-by-play.
Look at that.
Yeah, that
Look
was
at these
fun.
kills.
I mean, like,
Holy
when we watched,
moly.
like, we've been to a couple
I am. My bad.
Overwatch
Yeah, I was
tournaments,
getting
and
lots of recoil on my long shots with the
they're good at play-by-play of Overwatch, but they're not good at play-by-play. Like, it's almost too much information.
So can I ask a question? So when you go to a tournament for something like this, do they have like 10 different screens up and you can watch everyone playing at the same time? Or is it one Jumbotron that like jumps around and stuff?
There's a Blizzard studio in wait, hold on, let me mute this.
Yeah, you can turn the volume all the way down.
Did you see that link I put in the chat?
We're playing the video right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, if you go to the watch together.
Oh, it's in the watch together.
It's playing.
So there's a Blizzard studio in Burbank, and the way it's set up, the whole back wall is like an HD screen that bends around to the side wall.
It's so cool, and it's probably going out of business.
Yeah, it's very cool, very impressive, and they'll have like a screen up, and they'll jump around to different players' screens.
Yeah,
and they'll also have like a third person,
a wide cam. So the wide cam is like a bird's eye view, that kind of orb that floats around from different angles. And that's
the
for
coolest thing about Pro Overwatch is that they invented that.
Well, but then also, like, I watched a Fortnite with Bennington recently where they were floating around and giving the bigger picture, which is cool. Warzone hasn't started their leagues yet. They're still kind of dipping their toes in the waters, and actually the only real tournaments that have been happening have been like that thing I mentioned to you guys today, that Warzone Wednesdays, which is just like a few companies that have sponsorships just like put like $10,000 to $50,000 on the line for like the pros to all fight for it or whatever. And those are kind of interesting and cool, but eventually we're going to see some kind of version of Overwatch League, but for Warzone.
Yeah, well, can't wait. You guys, it's 9/11 my time. So I should probably wrap up this podcast element and get into my other stuff I need to do.
Wait, before you do, let's watch the end of this game and listen to us freak out.
Absolutely. In fact, let's end the pod here, and then everyone can, and we'll put the link to this Twitch stream in the episode description if you guys want to watch some of us watching the videos. We'll end the pod here, and we'll finish the stream watching this with full audio.
Okay. Then I'll send the file to Haley.